That's
That's wonderful! I cannot believe that they put me on the poster. With all the things going on, they put me. I'm very, very, very touched.
Who would you like to interview that you haven't interviewed?
My dream interview is President Barack Obama, and also I would like to interview Bill Gates. And I also am interested in interviewing other news broadcasters and radio men and newspaper men who will be up at the Olympics.
What was it like to be one of the 12 people to make
Well, at the end of the school year, last year, I entered the competition. I gave them a little 50-word biography. They wanted to see if I could make an autobiography, 50 words. And that was pretty hard to do, but it was really fun finally doing the editing that reporters do a lot. And I entered and I was chosen, 2 months later, I was chosen one of the 22 finalists out of 400 entries nationwide. And from there, I gave them a 3-minute video telling 5 things that are special about me and a 300-word story on a local hero. I did that, and we went on vacation to the East Coast, but I just couldn't think about it. My mom and I were so nervous. And when we came back, the message machine, we would go into 10 billions in messages that we got while we were on vacation, and it says, and one of them was, "Hi Brennan, this is Time for Kids, and we would like to inform you that you were chosen to be one of the 12 kid reporters." Beep, and the message machine cut her off. Right there, except it cut her off just in time for us to hear that I was chosen. I just jumped with joy. It was so exciting. And I got hooked up with my mentor, and they informed me that I would be covering the Olympics. And what helps me get into a lot of places is my press pass. And right here, I just put it around my... Sorry. I put it around my neck right here. I put it around my neck right here, and as you can see right here, it says it's my Time for Kids press pass. Time for Kids, and if you flip it over, it's the Spruce Street Weekly, the paper I publish. And then over here, it's the visitor pass when I was touring Microsoft, and I got to talk to the top education guy and play an Xbox game that hadn't been released yet. And so that's what I use to get into lots of things. No, he has retired, and now the CEO is Steve Ballmer, yes. And no, I went into the visitor center and there was all these cool inventions. The wall glowed, and they had neon lights just fading everywhere. I got to there was a giant monitor, like a giant screen, and you could play it. And there was a screensaver that had water, and if you touched it, it would make a ripple. And I played chess on the computer. It's this giant computer right here, and you take the checker and you go. And I played with the head of education's son, Joey, was there, and we played checkers, and then we just would scramble it. It was really fun. And then the Xbox game was really cool. I got to meet the guy who actually created it. And that was, yes? And that was called Code Your Game Lab, and it's an Xbox game where you create your own game. You create your own land. You build like Greenland or concrete, and then you build castles or houses. And the characters range from submarines to crazy little dinosaur dudes. But pretty much I just created trees and rivers and bridges and had them walk around. And I got to have them say things like, I would type into a word processor, "How are you?" and put it into that. And that's pretty much what video games are. When you're playing a video game and you turn around the corner and the guy jumps out at you or something, that's pretty much, that's game programming, as the guy said, one of the guy who created that game, I got to meet him, an Xbox creator, and he said pretty much what game programming is just telling something on the screen what to do and where and when. And so it was really cool because I made my own video game and then I got to play my own video game. So that's the game.
Being a reporter messy?
Well, if you look at my desk, it's usually very messy. I think I cleaned out my desk. My mom and I cleaned out my desk pretty recently, but usually when I'm on a deadline, it's pretty much the highest priority is get this paper out. So I just have piles of notepads and pieces of paper with rough drafts and contact information, and so my desk is just piled high with a bunch of clutter. But the paper comes out, and after the paper comes out, I usually clean it up. Most interesting person, I would say a lot of local people, but I was really interested in Paulo, Ono, and Risha.
Do you have your own office?
Yes, well, I have my own little corner in my house. I would call it a little nook. Since I would figure it's the lowest level of that over there. You can see that, and I have my own wooden desk, which is my dad's desk, and it has nice, sort of curvy, and it's polished and nice wooden desk. And so yes, that's what my office is like. Not fair.
We all know that you interview people, but have you ever been interviewed?
Yes, I have. Recently, I was on King 5 News with Alan Schaffler, and I actually got to meet Alan and have a tour of the King 5 newsroom. And he wants to have get some of my reports up at the Olympics. So you might be seeing me on King 5. And I also got interviewed. I got interviewed by the local newspaper, which I now write for, the Leader. And I was interviewed by one of the reporters there 2 times, and now she's sort of a mentor to me. And with the Leader, I actually just got hired by the publisher, and I got my first paycheck the other week for my column. I wrote an article about Paulo, and I will be feeding them articles about my trip up to the Olympics. And I've been interviewed on radio. I was on KKNW in Seattle. And I've been interviewed by radio in Disney, and of course I was on NPR 2 times. So yes, I've been interviewed a lot.
Do you want to be a different type of writer when you grow up?
Well, yes, I would love to be a journalist, but also I would love to publish children's adventure series. I don't think anybody could ever stop writing. Even if they don't get published and they even people can write a nice letter to their family at Christmas, and that would be writing. They put thought into what they're going to say. And so I don't think anybody could stop writing.
Did you get nervous, really nervous when you're going to get interviewed by Keith and I?
Well, my mom and I would get together and plan out the interview, just like, he's probably going to ask this sort of question, so how are you going to respond? And so usually I would be nervous, much more nervous if I wasn't prepared, but I'm still, yes, every time I go on, I'm a little nervous.
What did you think of the presentation or the Inukshuk today?
I thought it was really cool. He did a good job.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool to learn about him too.
Do you do much writing?
Yeah, I like to write.
You ever reported?
I want to. It just makes it look so fun.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Wow, what a great day.